What's good, Commander fans, and happy draft day. Today is a holiday. The next three today and the next 2 days are a football holiday weekend, basically, for sure. So it's going to be a lot of fun, man. I know everybody's excited. We've been waiting for this, guys. We've been waiting for this. So I do want to talk about something that is somewhat draft related. So this is from Armando Salguero. He is he's a Pro Football Hall of Fame voter. AP All Pro voter as well, works with Outkick. He's a senior NFL writer as well. And if you look at this article, it says the Dolphins may wait on Jaylen Ramsey. So the article says the Dolphins have talked to the Rams, Falcons, Lions, Commanders, Eagles, and others. So our name has been brought up with Jaylen Ramsey. I know PFF said that a top landing spot for the Commanders for Jaylen Ramsey would be the Commanders, the corner from the Jags, Dolphins, and the Rams. The perennial All-Pro corner has not been an All-Pro in a couple of years. He did make a Pro Bowl in 2023, did not this past year. But he's still a good corner. Like, he's not a bad corner. He's not the same guy that he was, of course. He is, 30 years old? Let's see how old he is now. Yeah, he's 30. Yeah, he's 30 years old. Going to be 31 pretty soon. Former fifth pick of the draft out of Florida State, 6'1", 208 pounds. The only thing is just the contract too, man. And we have 5 draft picks. So would it be smart to spend one of those draft picks on another corner when we just traded for Marshawn Lattimore? I do think it's going to take less than what we traded for Marshawn, though, to get Jaylen Ramsey at this point because of the contract. Now, you look at his contract, and the article also says that the Dolphins want the team they trade with to eat some of the contracts. So this is what Armando says. He says the issue is the $25.2 million Miami would have to swallow in dead cap if the trade happens before June. So any team wanting to make this trade now might be asked to provide the Dolphins with some cap relief on that number. He just got an extension as well. But if it's a post-June 1st trade, it will result in nearly $10 million in cap savings for the Dolphins. So they want to get it done now before the draft or on draft night so they can pick up a pick for this year. But if it doesn't happen this draft, then maybe they could revisit it again with the Commanders if this is truthful that we really are interested, that we have talk with them for Jaylen Ramsey. Now, if they do get Jaylen Ramsey, the cornerback room is way better than what it was last year. I mean, that's not saying much, but it is way better already, in my opinion. Just bringing in Jonathan Jones, bringing back Noah I, some addition by subtraction with some guys leaving as well. Makes the team better. Mike Davis and Ben St. Juste just leaving in general. But to go from a cornerback room with Forbes, Mike Davis, Emmanuel Forbes, to a cornerback room with Marshawn Lattimore, Mikey Sainristil, John Jones, maybe a rookie that we draft. We probably won't draft a rookie corner. We probably won't draft a corner if you trade for Jaylen Ramsey. But Jaylen Ramsey on one side, you talk about the matchup with A.J. Brown and Mike Evans, guys like that. You have 2 guys that can really match up well against Mike Evans and A.J. Brown with Jaylen Ramsey and Marshawn Lattimore. A healthy Marshawn Lattimore. And I just want to disclaim this too. I'm not for the trade. I'm not 100% against trading for Jaylen Ramsey, but I'm definitely not for it. I'm probably 80% against doing it. But if Adam does pull the trigger and does it, which I don't think this will happen, I think our name is just tied to a lot of guys because we are a legitimate contender now, like the whole Trey Hendrickson thing. I think we had legitimate interest in Trey Hendrickson, but the first report that came up from Jordan Schultz was the Commanders are interested in trading for Trey Hendrickson. Other teams are interested too, but he purposefully named the Commanders because I just feel like we're a super relevant team now. We probably did have legit interest in Trey Hendrickson, but as far as Jaylen Ramsey, I'm intrigued to see how much legit interest there is in Jaylen Ramsey. But you look at the numbers for Jaylen Ramsey too. He's been durable the last couple of years, where he was very durable last year. He played in 17 games. He played in 10 games in 2023, 17 games in 2022, 16 games in 2021, 15 games in 2020. So he's been pretty darn durable. He's an All-Pro in 2021, All-Pro in 2020. He's been pretty durable for the last couple of years. Other than the 2023 season, that's kind of what we're going through with Marshawn right now. But like I said, Marshawn's going to have a full offseason to recover from the hamstring. So that's a positive there. But one thing that I did notice that Jaylen Ramsey has been healthy for the most part. Last year, he didn't have a terrible year. He had 2 picks, which I think that's the most that we had on our team. I think Mikey had 2 picks. And that was the team leader for interceptions. And we want nice things. We want ball is life, right? And Jaylen Ramsey, he does bring that to the table. He's not an interception machine, but 2 picks is pretty good. Quarterback rating allowed 83.2, which is pretty solid. You look at Marshawn, he gave up 105.4 quarterback rating last year, which is not good, but he was injured. And then you look at Ben St. Jude, he gave up 102.2 quarterback rating last year. So Jaylen Ramsey, like he had a solid season last year, and then the year before in 2023, he gave up a 51.1 quarterback rating, which is really, 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 really good, and a 53.8 completion percentage allowed. 62% completion percentage allowed in 2024, which is really, really good, which is pretty solid as well. I like that about him too. And then you look at some of the PFF numbers as well. His coverage rate was a 71.9, which was 39th out of 222 cornerbacks. 39th out of 222 corners, which is pretty good. He's good in the run stopping too. He's a solid tackler. 85.7 run defense grade too, which was 10th out of 222 cornerbacks. Overall grade 76.9, which was 16th out of 222 corners. So all I'm saying is that Jaylen Ramsey is still a productive player in this league, and he's still a guy that can help your team. So Adam does decide to give up a fifth. Like, what picks do we even have? If he decides to give up like a 5th round pick or something like that for Jaylen Ramsey, it's not a terrible trade. I don't think it's the end of the world. It's just the money and the money that you have to eat taking on Jaylen Ramsey's salary. So in my opinion, what I would do, I would not make the move. I'd rather just go with, they like Quincy Riley a lot. They do like Benjamin Morrison, Jahdae Barron, Maxwell Harrison. I know people don't like him because he's a lean guy, he's like 170, 180. Shavon Revel coming off the ACL injury. It's not a super crazy talented cornerback class, but there are some guys that can definitely help you. So it's like, would you rather give up a 5th for Jaylen Ramsey or hope that Quincy Riley is there and that he's available? So those are the things that you have to consider. Or do you use a first on Maxwell Harrison, Shavon Revel, or Jahdae Barron, who people really think he's more of a slot corner? So that's the thing right there. You really need an edge rusher. You need an edge rusher really bad. The 2nd round pick, do you use it on a corner or do you use it on a running back? Do you trade back? Like, there's a lot of things that could happen. If we trade back and gain a pick, that gives you more picks. Right now, if you do stay with the 5 picks, then I'm like, yeah, I'm not trading for Jaylen Ramsey. It's like, you already traded for Marshawn, you traded for Laramie Tunsil. I think it's time where Adam Peters said he wants to build through the draft, which I love what he's doing. I love that he's been super aggressive trading picks. I love that with a passion. I feel like, he really believes in this team and believes we are a legitimate contender, which we are. And he showed that when he traded for Marshawn Lattimore. He showed it again with the Laramie Tunsil trade, the Deebo Samuel trade. So I know he said he wanted to build through the draft, but, the process, the calibration has definitely sped up way faster than anybody anticipated. But, of course, you do want to be smart with your picks. Is it really wise to trade again for another corner who's been in the league for like 5 or 6 years already? And this would be his 3rd team in a span of how many years? What, like 4 years or something like that? And the Dolphins are so willing to move on and part ways. That's somewhat of a concern there to me too as well. So those are my thoughts on Jaylen Ramsey. I don't think we're going to trade for Jaylen Ramsey. I think if anything, if any kind of trade we make tonight or tomorrow is a trade back, most likely trade back. My prediction for tonight is that we do trade back. I feel like it happens with the Saints, that we trade back to pick 40 and we get an early 2nd round pick. We gain a pick and they take pick 29. They pick up a quarterback, whether it's Jackson Dart, Shedeur Sanders, or whoever. That's just my thoughts. That's my prediction for tonight. We either go with a running back for our 1st pick of the draft or a defensive end for our 1st pick of the draft. I hope it's Donovan E. And I do like Travion Henderson a lot from Ohio State. So once again, you guys let me know what you guys think about this news from the guy. Let me see his name again. Armando Salguero came out with this report. So once again, you guys let me know what you guys think. And then let me look at Jaylen Ramsey's stats again one more time. Just want to look at the interception production here. So he had 3 picks in 2023, 4 picks in 2022, 4 picks in 2021. So he's had at least 2 interceptions for the last 4 years, which is pretty solid work. So, all right, guys. You guys let me know what you guys think. As always, see you guys tonight at the draft or pick 29, whatever pick we have, whatever trade we make. I'll be locked in with you guys. Hells and Commanders. Peace.